Hello everybody, welcome to Filmmaking. Today, Boy and Dulabic here. So, are you looking for an awesome wireless microphone system? Right here. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so before we get going, the usual housekeeping. This product was sent to me by Lensgo microphone, free of charge for this review. However, as always, they have no influence on this video. They're not reviewing it before it's being published, and all the opinions you're going to hear are my own. So, let's get started.
This is the Lensgo 348C wireless microphone system. It consists of the transmitter and receiver. This is a 2.4 GHz system that has a range of about 70 meters with line of sight. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. You get the manual, a magnet holder to clip the transmitter or receiver to various places, cable to connect the receiver to the camera, cable to connect the receiver to a phone, USB-C cable to charge the devices, a dead cat, a case for everything, the transmitter, and the receiver. Let's take a look at the hardware. On the transmitter, there's also a micro SD card slot to record audio onto it as a backup, or if you'd like to use the device without the receiver. There is a USB-C port to charge the device. On top, there is a built-in mic and an audio jack to connect an external lav mic. On the back, there is a clip that can also be detached via magnets. If you want to use the included dead cat, simply snap it on top of the transmitter. On the receiver, there is a plus and minus button to control the recording levels, an on-off button, and USB-C port to charge the device. On the top, there is a line out to connect to a camera or a phone, and the same magnetic clip on the back. To turn on the transmitter, push the on-off button on the side and hold it for a few seconds. If you'd like to record onto the SD card, push and hold the record button until the red light comes on. To turn it off, push the button again until the light is off. To turn off the device, push the on-off button again for a few seconds. To turn on the receiver, push and hold the on-off button for a few seconds. You can adjust recording levels from +3 to -3. And if you want to switch between mono and stereo recording, push and hold the plus and minus buttons at the same time. To turn off the device, push the on-off button for a few seconds. The included case can also be used to charge all the devices. Simply put the transmitter and receiver inside of it, and as you can see, there is an extra spot here. That is in case if you have an additional transmitter. Once placed inside, close the case and connect the included USB cable to the case, plug it in, and the case will charge all devices inside.
Alright guys, so I'm outside right now. I'm about, 5 feet away from the camera or so. I'm in my usual spot, lots going on. There's water obviously behind me, trees, ducks, you name it. There's cars in the distance, so lots happening. And this is what that sounds like. So right now I'm just using the built-in mic. I'm not using the dead cat. I will in a second. And I got my camera set to -12, and I've got the receiver set to -3, which is the lowest setting for the receiver. So this is what that sounds like. I don't appear to be peaking. I'm looking at the levels. They should be pretty decent. And yep, this is what that sounds like. So I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit. Okay, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back right now, again in the same spot and everything, but right now I am using the dead cat right here, and this is what that sounds like. So hopefully there is a bit of a difference there. Everything else is the same, distance, settings, all that stuff. And again, I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit. Okay, and that's what it sounds like, so I'll be right back. All right, so here I am back right now. I am using a lav mic, so it's hooked up to this thing right here, and it does not come with a lav mic, so this was not included. This is my favorite lav mic that I use. It came with my Zoom, Zoom F1 recorder, and I love that thing. So let's see, I mean, there should be a difference using the lav mic, obviously being much closer here than these built-in mics. So let's hear what that difference sounds like. Obviously, it will depend on the actual lav mic itself. They're not all made the same. Same quality, right? So hopefully there is a difference there. And yeah, that's that. And then right now, let's hear what that sounds like. And I'm just going to be quiet so you can actually hear my surrounding. Okay, that's that. All right, so I'm back to using the built-in mic with the dead can on. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch between the actual recording that was transferred over, the actual recording from the file to the SD card that can also be recorded on this guy, right? So right now I'm using the actual recording that was transferred over, part of the file, and right now, okay, this is now the SD card that I synced up as well, and let's hear if there is a difference there. And because sometimes those recordings aren't recorded with the same quality. Sometimes it's lower quality. So let's hear if there is a difference. And now I'm going to switch back to the file. So here's the file, and let's hear if there is a difference there. Okay. So as you can see, this is a pretty cool mic. First of all, the built-in mic quality is awesome. I love it. Usually I don't like to use the built-in mics because honestly they're not the greatest. Some are better than others, but usually I just don't like to use it. However, with this guy, I mean, I'm using it right now. Wow, it really is just great quality. So if you are looking for a system where you can actually rely on the built-in mic and obviously still have the capability of plugging in a lav mic, this is gonna do the job. I mean, it is great quality. I'm very impressed with the quality. So there's a couple of things that I wish were different, and maybe they will be going forward with version 2 and all that. So first of all, there are no filters on here, right? So it's very, very bare bones, basically. I mean, you turn it on, it syncs up automatically, and you can adjust the recording levels, and that's it. I mean, you can switch between stereo and mono, and that's basically it. So there are no filters, nothing. Now, to be fair, I don't usually use the filters a lot on the wireless mics that I use. I usually just stick to the standard ones. So I guess it's debatable how much do you need it, but still, it will be nice to have. So hopefully in version 2 we'll get that. So that's one thing. The other thing is, and the companies do that a lot. So basically, if you look at the device right here, right, you see all kinds of writings, right? And obviously it's done for brand recognition. I get that. But when you're supposed to, when you're putting the mic on here, it can be very distracting when you have all that writing and just stuff happening. Obviously, you could just, I guess, put a tape on it, so that would solve that. But that's one of those things where I understand it's brand recognition, it's all that, but it can be distracting sometimes. Also, this button here, the red button, can be an annoyance for sure. So also something to keep in mind. And then the last thing, which it's really nitpicking, and I get why it's not there, but it would be really nice if the actual case that comes with it, which by the way is awesome, and I love the fact that it's included, so you can charge all devices with one cable. Great, especially on the go. I wish it had a little battery built in, so it would charge all the devices, maybe give it one charge, right? That would be nice. Again, I get it, it's price and all that, but maybe version 2, that's something they could include. Aside from that, honestly, this is a great device, and I definitely recommend it. Links to everything will be in the description, so check those out. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks.